What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So Sony continues to bring their IP to the PC, which is great to see, and we've got another one here with SackBoy: A Big Adventure. This game may not be verified, but it does run really good on the Steam Deck, so let's go ahead and get into it and take a look. Now, just jumping over to the home screen real quick, I do want to show you, like I was saying, this game's not verified or anything just yet, which was surprising to me because a lot of these PlayStation titles, before they release, do get the green check mark. So I was surprised to see that and wasn't sure if it was going to work. I also haven't forced any compatibility layers. I just downloaded the game, started it up, and tested it, and everything's been working great. I haven't even experimented with any other compatibility. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay and get into the settings first here. So we are running 800p, but the game itself doesn't seem to support 1610 currently, so it still does look like we're at 16.9. And as far as the settings go, this is what I'm using to get a pretty solid 60 FPS in the game, which is awesome for a little platformer like this. But we'll take a look at some of these other settings in the game as well, and why I have them set this way for 60, but you could certainly tick some more of this on and get more graphics out of the game if you really wanted to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay and take a look here. So with these settings running around in a few different levels actually, no problem for the most part holding 60 FPS with maybe a few dips here or there depending on what's going on. Now, if we go into the settings and you want to be able to click some more things on or see what that looks like. So if we go down here, we can use these little check boxes and get some additional lighting effects. You can get enhanced object detail, so you get more like ground foliage and stuff like that. You can see here enhanced hair visuals and additional scene lighting, which you can see the difference clicking that on and off here. I actually prefer it off regardless whether it affected performance or not, but we're going to apply these and you'll see a few little dips here and there more, and we are struggling in this particular area to get to 60 FPS. Now, as we move around in the game, we'll get to areas where we're not as zoomed out, and it will reach that 60, but you're still going to experience some more dips and drops and things like that with those checkboxes on, especially in some of the other levels where there's more going on. And if we go in here and add some more of these graphics on, like ambient occlusion, dynamic shadows, reflections, with all those ticked on, will of course wind up getting some more dips and losing more performance. Now, you can certainly play the game at 40 to 55 FPS or even 60 at times with these settings, but you're just going to notice, especially when you get into other levels and other areas, that you're going to experience more dips with these settings. And let me take you to a spot in this level to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So with these settings right here, you're really going to struggle when it zooms out and there's more going on in the background. And we're going to come as low as like 48 FPS right here with all those settings set that way. So in this area of this level and other areas of other levels, you'll experience these drops as well. So if you want to keep 60 FPS, I'm going to go in here and turn things back to the way I had them. This has been keeping me 60 FPS in the first 3 or 4 levels, so I pretty much trust this to hold me there. If you don't mind playing the game at lower FPS and you want higher visuals, you can certainly go for that, but I just think the game looks and feels amazing running a pretty clean 60 FPS here. So we'll apply all of that, and right here in the same area where we were just dipping to 48, we're still going to look really nice. We still got some half-decent shadows here, especially for SackBoy for jumping around. You want to see where you're landing and stuff, but we're not going down to 48 or really even dipping anymore. And for the most part, it seems like it holds this way in all the levels pretty well. So I've got a little bit more gameplay for you guys to check out if you want to see some performance on another level. As always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.